We are going to be having a small giveaway. Stay with me till the end of this video to find out how to get a chance to win. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button somewhere here around this area, you know where it is. Alright, let's get to it then. We will be doing homemade stuffed pastas, ravioli, and pansotti. You will be needing 2 cups of all-purpose flour that goes directly on our kneading mat. If you don't have any, don't fret. You can always use a wide and a big bowl. The ideal flour for pasta and pizza making is actually called 00 flour. In the European side of the world, the number on the flour indicates its coarseness, number 2 being the coarsest, and 00 being the finest. Now, we are going to make a little well in the middle of the flour for the liquid ingredients. You will be needing 2 eggs. Now, what I usually do whenever a recipe calls for eggs, I break them in a separate bowl before adding it in. This will make it easier for me to scoop out broken shells, should there be any. Alright, right into the flour. And a teaspoon of olive oil. Just dump it right into the well together with the egg. 2 tablespoons of water in. With a fork, we start mixing the liquid ingredients in the small well first, and we gradually mix in the flour. If you have a dough mixer at home, that will be perfect. Otherwise, we use the best and the most convenient tool of all, our hands. Now we want to keep mixing everything until they come nicely together like this, and we will be kneading this dough for another 10 full minutes. After that 10 minutes of kneading, we want to form our dough in 1 round piece. Cover with cling film or plastic film, and we let it rest for 30 minutes. In the meantime, we will be doing our pasta filling. Raviolis usually have ricotta cheese and spinach as stuffing, but today I will be showing you the Kitchen Prodigal's own version. In a pan, heat up some olive oil. What I have here is actually olive oil infused with garlic and rosemary. And while waiting for that to heat up, we want to dice some bacon for sautéing and sweating. Alright, now in goes the bacon. We want to saute it and just let it sweat. While waiting for the bacon to sweat and to cook, we will be preparing the other ingredients. 1 piece white onion, diced. Now we also want some garlic, minced, and I want you to notice how I crack those garlic cloves. I never smack on it over the over the knife for safety reasons. I place the knife over the garlic with a firm grip on my left hand and then place my right hand over the knife and put my weight on it until I hear that cracking skin of the garlic. Now I want some green onions, minced. Time to check back on our bacon. Now that it's cooked and crispy, we want to transfer it in a separate bowl and leave the bacon fat on the pan. In that very same pan, in goes the white onion. Give it a bit of a stir and add in the garlic. And cook until onion is translucent and garlic is aromatic. Now we want to add our ground beef, saute it in that beautiful bacon fat with the onion and garlic. Let it cook until we see a change in color. We want a nicely caramelized colored beef. Now while that is cooking, we will be preparing 2 Boursin cheeses to go with our beef as filling for the ravioli and the pansotti. Filling number 1 for the ravioli, cream cheese, some garlic powder, salt, and of course, pepper. Now using a fork, we want to mix everything together. And lastly, we want to add our chopped green onions. Mix until all spices combine nicely with our cream cheese. Filling number 1 done. Next up, filling number 2 for the pansotti. Again, it's the same cream cheese, but this time we will be adding some dried chili flakes instead of the garlic powder. So we're adding salt and of course pepper, and we do the same. We mix everything. And done. Set aside. Back to our beef. Now that we have that beautiful brown color, we want to add in some dried basil. Now yes, I admit that is a lot. I like it that way. And we add in some salt and some dried oregano. Give it a stir and we add in a tablespoon of tomato paste. Next, we want to add in our crispy bacon bits. And we leave it on heat until the tomato paste is cooked. Once that is done, we will be dividing our beef into 2. One will be the filling for the ravioli and the other will be the filling for the pansotti. Now, back to filling number 1 for the ravioli. Remember that Boursin cheese with green onion? We are gonna mix that with the first half of our beef and bacon using a chopper or a hand blender. Pour in the beef and make bacon mixture. Add in the Boursin cheese. Just dump everything in. And then we blend away until smooth. And then we set it aside. Now on to filling number 2 for the pansotti. Same procedure, but this time we use the Boursin cheese with chili. Mix everything together until we get this consistency. Now it is finally time to roll out our pasta dough. This is how you know if your dough is actually ready for rolling. You want to use a finger, touch that dough, and it should slowly spring back like so. Like what you saw. Now, this whole pasta dough is good for 8 servings with around 12 to 15 pieces of stuffed pasta each servings. Now, that is a lot. Okay, we want to roll out our pasta by batch, so we divide the dough into 4, get 1 part for rolling, and the other 3 we cover and chill. Using your hand, you want to sort of flatten the dough, so it'll be easier for you to use the rolling pin on it. Okay, so now we want to use our rolling pin to further roll that dough out into a thinner shape, enough for us to use the pasta machine with more ease. Right, now onto the pasta machine. This knob right here lets you adjust the thickness of the pasta. So we start with 1. And we gradually increase to a higher number, which means thinner outcome. Now we want to adjust it to number 3 on the knob. Don't forget to dust your dough with flour to prevent unwanted sticking of your dough to the pasta machine. We go on to adjust the knob to 5, and then to 7, and then to 9, until we get that desired thickness, or rather thinness, of the pasta sheet. Now this is the thickness, or thinness rather, that we are looking for. The pasta sheet is almost giving you a silhouette of your hand when you pick it up, like so. And you can see how it is almost translucent, showing the prints on my kneading mat. Now let me just roll out the pasta sheet further using my rolling pin. I really want my sheet as thin as possible to prevent undercooking and giving that gross, chewy, floury feel and flavor in the corners of my stuffed pasta. Okay, so the first pasta that we are gonna start filling in is the ravioli. We will be using that beef, bacon, and garlic parmesan filling for this one. Using a teaspoon to scoop out the filling and place them over the pasta sheet, like so, leaving about ½ an inch of space in between each stuffing. Using water, we want to just brush the spaces in between each filling, and this will help bind the 2 pasta sheets together. Now we get the other half of the pasta sheet to cover the filling, and we press on the spaces, sealing each ravioli and making sure there are no air bubbles trapped in there. Using a dough cutter, we just slice through those sealed spaces, giving us our small pouches of happiness, also known as raviolis. Again, we want to make sure that all sides are sealed and absolutely no air bubbles trapped in each ravioli. So you can also use the back of your fork for decoration to the sides of your raviolis, and they should look something like this. Now, cooking this pasta is quite easy. Salted boiling water, pasta in, 3 minutes, and you're done. For the sauce, a simple olive oil and garlic combo with a bit of butter and some chicken stock would be enough. I am telling you, this pasta is the bomb. Alright, now on to the next stuffed pasta, the pansotti. You basically do the same, but this time you use the other filling, the beef, bacon, and spicy parmesan. And instead of doing little squares, you will do little triangles. Again, cooking them easy. Salted boiling water, pasta in, 3 minutes, and you're done. Other than being a pasta dish alone, you can also use this for pasta salads. And we are gonna get into that on our next videos. This pasta has the right amount of spiciness, and the boursin is just subtly balancing the spice with its creaminess and tanginess. I am telling you guys, this is a winner dish by itself. Thank you so much guys for watching my stuffed pasta recipe video. Now it is time for giveaways. 2 lucky winners will get 2 free goodies from the Kitchen Prodigals online shop. First, tested and proven pure honey from Marshall's Farm, Alfonso. And of course, hold on one sec. And of course, one of our stuffed pastas, a pack of 24 pieces of Pansotti with beef, bacon, and spicy boursin, good for 2 servings, or a pack of 24 pieces of ravioli with beef, bacon, and garlic boursin, also good for 2 servings. Now all you have to do is follow these 2 simple steps. 1, hit that subscribe button somewhere here, down here, you know where it is. And 2, follow the Kitchen Prodigal on Facebook and on Instagram. Links are on the description box. I will be announcing the winners on the Kitchen Prodigal's Facebook page. Again, thank you so much for watching. See you on the next video.